All right, welcome to another edition of Blacklight Retribution First Look. I'm Alan Donofrio with InclineTV with Ben CL3 with the UCG. They're going to be hosting some Blacklight Retribution pugs and tournaments. Make sure you visit them at unifiedcompgaming.com. And then also with All-Star BLL player Tekky running through with us. So we went through a lot of these different game type interface things, customization, marketplace. If you missed those, make sure to check out the previous videos. We're going to jump into a game here, though, so we're going to do the play game function here, and we're going to start finding matches. Now, there are a lot of different things to pick through here, and a lot of these different game modes are very familiar. First of all, I usually always go by latency, just so I don't lag, and you can see that by the number and the MS on the side there. Obviously, how many agents are in compared to how many can join, so on and so forth. And then there's a bunch of different things going on here. So TDM, obviously team deathmatch. DM is a deathmatch, which is just a pure deathmatch by rounds, I believe. I actually haven't done that yet. KC is kill confirmed, which is a Call of Duty one, as some of you may recognize. Domination is just like it sounds, 3 capture points. Capture those, and you get points that roll in. That's what we've been doing on the pug so far with the UCG. King of the Hill, standard issue, King of the Hill. Capture the flag, same thing. And then there's a net war, which we'll talk a little bit more about later. It's a capture the flag plus a domination type game mode. It's really interesting. So right now I'm going to try to find Tekky's game here and join in with them. Actually, if you want to just invite me, Tech, I'll just join in off you that way. Never mind, I found it. Just kidding. I know. So as we join into the game here, there are different things you can do. As I join actually into the game, I'm not officially in the game right now, as there are things that are going on at the moment. And as you can see, this is a pure deathmatch that we're doing right here. You can change your loadout, change your settings, or the flashing button up top is begin game. So I'm going to click on that. I'm using a assault rifle receiver on this one that I've customized myself. As you can see, there is a sprint function going on and stuff like that. Now, we were talking about this before in the HRV and what that is. It's pretty much built-in wall hacks for a minute. Press the V key and you will be able to see what's going on the map. It doesn't last for a long time, and you also cannot shoot while it's going on, so keep that in mind. That kind of goes involved with the things that Tekky was talking about with the decoy HRV, which actually shows a decoy player in the spot of an HRV. Tekky, if you want to come over to me and use one of those, or one of you guys come over this way and use one of those nades on me so we can see what it looks like. We can see there's also the right scope right here. As you can see what's going on. Spray pattern on this gun's not super great for me, but that's okay. And here is CL3. He's going to throw one of his nades at me. We can see what that looks like. So that's the EMP right there. You can see when I first saw that, I could have sworn my computer was blowing up. Not the case, though. Do you have one of the digi-grenades, too, or does Tekky have one of those? Oh, here's Tekky, speaking of. And there's the digi-grenade. It serves as a smoke, as you can see. I know it's kind of crazy when you get in the middle of that. You really can't see much at all outside of the outlines of some of the players, maybe. But at the same time, you also can't see through them very well as well. So it's a really nice kind of smoke grenade. And then, does anyone have a venom grenade, toxic grenade? Oh, just kidding. There's a regular frag grenade as that goes off. And as I am dead, you can see 2 different options. There's a respawn option and a health kit option. However, the health kit does not get used very much, but they can use those later on as those become available. Let me find a depot here real quick, and we'll take you through the loadout of the depot. There's one over here. You can see those as the circles that show up blue. For instance, this one's right here at the police station. All you have to do is walk up to it. E to use depot, pretty standard. Health refill, obviously refills health. Ammo refill, standard. Armor Stinger, which is just a rocket launcher that helps kill against the hard suit, which if anyone has the hard suit, I mean, they'll see it in the tutorial. But here's what Tekky just threw down this. This is the barrier shield, as you can see through it here. And as you can see, I cannot... the HRV blackout. I can actually not see Tekky in the middle of that right now. Tekky, why don't you throw down that barricade as well? Here's another thing. The barricade, it kind of serves as a riot shield. However, he can also throw that down and set it up and then cause havoc by shooting us through it, actually. Go ahead, and if you want to go ahead and shoot me up, you can. Obviously, it's very difficult. You can't really shoot through there very well, obviously. Tekky is a Barricade Pro, and as you can see, he can actually pick it up as well and stab people with it. Tekky, why don't you explain how you use barricades in a more competitive fashion? Just because you're so good at it.
Actually, there's still a decent amount of controversy about whether or not these should even be permitted in a lot of modes. Basically, when you have a barrier or a barricade out, what you see is, well, you can't actually see this. All you see is through the little eye hole. You just see that as the main part of your screen. I can only see probably like just the middle section of my screen, probably a third of the way down, and only for a third of my screen. And then I can see the whole thing lengthwise. When you press left click, you just kind of punch the shield forward. That deals, I believe, 150 damage. Yeah, it should deal 150, and not even on a headshot, I think it still deals 150. Yeah, it's still 150. And then when you right click, it actually looks like I'm not holding it now, right?
Right.
Or something like that. Yeah. Right now, I'm seeing a blue hologram of where the shield would be placed in front of me, and basically you can put that wherever you want. And then when you want to pick it back up, it takes about I think it takes 2.5 seconds to pick back up. You just crouch down and press E. And basically, this thing actually has. I'll see if I can show you. See how much we can put on it. Walk away from that. Okay, we're not. I don't know how much ammunition this is going to take, but they can be eventually destroyed. There you go. And they don't seem to take damage while you hold them. They only take damage while you place them, and that damage is carried out through wherever they go. So
cool. So that's kind of the barricade, and a lot of people use those in tighter quarters to kind of block off entrances to domination points or flag points if you're guarding the flag, stuff like that. Taking us through kind of the mechanics of shooting, and obviously you'll get some of that when you're playing through the tutorial. Obviously the right click is going to be more accurate than the standard spray, but there is a certain discipline behind the spraying of this gun. As you can see, there actually is a little bit of a recoil adjustment that period that happens. Reloading obviously does the same as every other gun ever. But the little, as you can see in the middle circle on my map, it actually shows me how much ammo I have left right there. You can kind of see how those little tick marks are going down and down until eventually there are none left. So that kind of helps you out with how much ammo you have if you don't want to try to keep track of it yourself. With the bottom right, you can see it kind of going on the bottom right as well. Here, someone, Tekky, shoot me like 2 times in the leg, real quick. Oh, a little too much. But you'll see. I know, that's fine. I didn't have much health, but you'll see as the way the health works in the bottom left, there is 200 health. It will recharge though if you get to a certain point. If you get to below it, I think it's about 3 little bars left. It'll recharge up to half HP eventually. Otherwise, you have to use a regular old health pack from the depot. C3, why don't you just shoot me real quick once or twice? Not in the head. One more. Thank you. So as you see, my screen's going kind of fuzzy. I have 3 bars left here, although eventually it will start to recharge, and one of the nodes will allow it to recharge to 1 more extra health, which I think is just 25 HP or so, so it's not that big of a deal, considering that all the guns do nearly 50, if not more. So that's kind of how that all works out. Obviously, the standard 3-4 to get out your secondary knife and grenade, 2, 3, 4. And then as you use different things, does anyone afford a hard suit by chance?
I can't yet.
Okay. The hard suits you'll play around with the tutorial. The cool headshot animation right there. As you can see, his head's completely blown off.
It is? Oh,
yeah.
I must have it turned off.
Oh, my gore is fully on, so I can see all that stuff. But definitely play the in-game settings. Obviously, mine are a little bit lower than I would like because I'm trying to stream the game. But it's a very pretty game. Lots of dynamic lights. They can also cause some performance issues as you go through the game as well. So that's kind of how the game works. And as far as the spraying goes, a lot of players, when they're pretty close up, use the full-out spray. And with the actual right scoping, I see a lot of players using 2 to 3 round bursts at a long distance, not really full spraying it, because it's kind of hard to track people as you have bloom and the field of vision or field of view on and stuff like that. It gets a little hard to see when you're ticking, as I do get a nice little headshot there in Tekky, even though it was a standing still one. Either way. So yeah, here we go, troll face Tekky right there. You can see all the different taunts coming in and out. all the way through, except for CO3 is not using. There it goes. So that's kind of when the taunt's going to be used,
Too cool for taunts.
as well as using it in game. The scoreboard, pretty self-explanatory. You can hold space to see more details. And then you get here, the ending screen bonus, where it starts giving you all these bonuses and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I'm not going to be getting much. But you can earn GP by game. I only got 10 right there. I don't know, a little bit more than 10, just because of that was a short game.
10%. It's 10% private games. Regular games are going to give you 10 times that.
Yep. So that's kind of how that all works. Skip to intermission, and then the intermission period is just a time where you can go back, customize out your guns if you want to, so on and so forth. And that's kind of the introduction to the game right there. Pretty much that's all we can really say about it. Everything else is just on your own exploration. Again, make sure you guys tune into the UCG website and stream, as they will be bringing a lot of Blacklight Retribution action. You can find them at unifiedcompgaming.com. I'll leave a link in the YouTube comment below. And you can also make sure to follow us at twitch.tv/InclineTV to be bringing you more Blacklight Retribution action, as well as other FPSs from around the FTP scene. And yeah, that's what we got. I'm Alan Tilt Donofrio of InclineTV, CL3 with the UCG, and all-time Warrior Nation Pro Tekky helping you out, signing off. Thank you for staying tuned, and hope to be putting up more Blacklight videos here in the future. Good luck, happy fragging, and just overall cheers. Cheers to you guys. Have a good one.